tone down the rhetoric. And I appreciate his reminder that we can disagree while still being respectful of each other. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Senator McCain has served this country with honor. Deserves our say. Last week, in the midst of the most serious economic crisis since the Great Depression, his campaign announced that they are going to try to turn the page on the discussion of the economy so they can spend the final weeks of this election attacking me. They said that if we keep on talking about the economy, then we'll lose. Well, listen, I'm not worried about losing a campaign. I'm worried about folks losing their jobs. I'm worried about folks losing their homes. Folks losing their pensions. So in the last few days, we've seen this barrage of nasty insinuations, these attacks. I'm sure we'll see more in the next 24 days, but here's the thing. They're trying to run, but they cannot hide, because we've got 8 years of disastrous economic policies. That's what we're going to change when I'm president of the United States of America. Listen, and by the way, it's not just Democrats who are noticing what a mess we're in. I was in Ohio, in a small town called Georgetown. We were on a bus tour for jobs in Ohio. And I was with the governor there, Governor Strickland. And we decided to stop at a diner because I was hungry and I decided I wanted some pie. Pie, that's what I want. You make pie? What kind of pie you make? Sweet potato pie? I like sweet potato pie. I'm thinking about having a sweet potato pie contest here in Philadelphia because I've heard a lot of people have been saying they can make sweet potato pie. I'll put it up against my mother-in-law's sweet potato pie. All right, you give up? No, you. Anyway, they do not have sweet potato pie in Southern Ohio. So I had coconut cream pie. The governor of Ohio, he had lemon meringue pie. So we ordered our pie, and I decided that I'm going to take a picture with the wait staff because they all say that the owner is a diehard Republican, so they want to take a picture with me so they can give him a hard time. And just as we're finished taking the picture, the owner comes out with our pie. So I take my pie, and I say, I hear you're a diehard Republican, sir. And he says, that's right. I said, how's business? He said, not so good. Because my customers, they can't afford to eat out anymore. I said, who's been running the economy for the last 8 years? He said, I guess the Republicans have. I said, let me ask you something. If you just kept on hitting your head against the wall and it started to hurt, would you think about stopping at some point? And he said, that makes sense. I said, you might want to vote Democratic this time. Stop the pain. Stop the hurt. We can't screw it up any worse than they did. We cannot afford 4 more years of an economic theory that says we should give more and more to billionaires and millionaires. Hope prosperity trickles down on everybody else. We can't afford 8 more years of economic policies that put Wall Street before Main Street and end up hurting both. We need policies like $15 billion a year in renewable energy. Plants to make solar panels. We can hire folks, those young men and women who are on the streets right now, hire and train them to weatherize homes, make ourselves more energy like this. We don't need to take more money out of your pocket. We need to give you a tax cut to give you more money to deal with rising gas bills and grocery bills.
Sorry, I came here to do this.
I'll be back. Change means finally fixing our healthcare system. Under my plan, if you've got health insurance, the only thing that will change is your premiums will be lower. If you don't have health insurance, you'll be able to get the same kind of health insurance that members of Congress give themselves. We'll give small businesses a tax credit, pay for 50% of the cost of covering their employees. And we are going to tell insurance companies no more discriminating against people with pre-existing conditions. That is not right. It is wrong. It will change when I'm president of the United States. Insurance companies got to get on the ball, do right by their customers. Change means giving every child in America the best education this country has to offer. That means investing in early childhood education to close the achievement gap, make every child ready for school. That means we're going to pay our teachers more and give them more support. And I say this to all the young people here in America: if you study hard, if you've got the grades, the will, the drive to go to college, and you just put some time into community service, working in a veterans home or a homeless shelter, join the Peace Corps, join our military, whatever service you do, we will guarantee that you can afford to go to college. I was telling the Mayor Dunham and Governor Rendell, we're going to rebuild America. Our infrastructure, our roads, our bridges, laying broadband lines in rural communities, fixing sewer lines and water systems. We've got to build our infrastructure. And we can put 2 million people to work right now, making America.
Yes, we can! Yes, we can! Yes, we can!
We're going to end the corruption on Wall Street and in Washington. We're going to set rules of the road, common sense regulations to keep our market free and fair, restore accountability and responsibility in our boardrooms. And I'll go through the entire federal budget line by line. We'll eliminate spending that isn't helpful to our families. We'll end that war in Iraq. We will eliminate subsidies to insurance companies that don't need it. We are going to do whatever it takes, and I'm not going to let the lobbyists stop me, because they haven't funded my campaign. They will not run my White House, and they will not drown out the voice of the United States. Now, I won't pretend that this is going to be easy. We're all going to need to make some sacrifices. We're all going to need to pull our weight. You'll stand up with me and